Inflation has stayed flat in Canada, but groceries have increased at their fastest rate since December of 2023. And while the overall inflation rate was 2.2%, food had outpaced it at 4.7%. And as we can see coming out of 2023, coming out of the pandemic inflation, you can see that inflation was starting to go down, but it did tick back up specifically for groceries. And three of the main culprits are fresh fruit, coffee, and the price of beef. But that also doesn't mean that we can rule out price gouging. And while time and time again, the largest grocery chains in this country have said that they are not raising prices beyond inflation, it kind of feels like they are doing that. Now, mind you, for something like coffee, we know that coffee prices are going to keep continuing to go up, and that is specifically due to climate change. It is becoming more and more difficult to grow coffee. Coffee can only grow in certain bands near the equator, and it has to be within certain temperature ranges. If it gets too cold at one point or too hot during another point, the coffee plant does not produce properly. For very similar reasons, the price of chocolate and cocoa, as well as vanilla, are going up. Natural vanilla, not the stuff made from the castoreum, which is a beaver's, well, we don't have to talk about that. So what's difficult here is that the government is saying that inflation is stable, but we're experiencing something different when we go to the grocery store. So we either have to find ways to lesser the burden on consumers at the grocery store, or otherwise we need to find ways to ensure that grocery prices are not going beyond inflation, especially when wages just can't keep up. But what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below.